carrots than apples. All right, Carissa, what's your number 9?
Okay, number 9, let me find it, is Captain from 101 Dalmatians. I say he's my number 9 because that is one movie that I've seen the least, so I don't remember him a lot. And I just remember the cat getting on him and going fire one and like hitting his ear, and then he kicked Horace and Jasper out of the way. That's all I really remember about him. So I mean, he's a cool horse. He helped the puppies escape, but otherwise, I don't know a lot about him.
Okay. Thank you, Carissa. Number 9 for me is a tie. I know that's a cop out, but I'll give you the reason why I gave it a tie. There's a good reason for it. What are you doing? All right, so I have Snowball and the Headless Horseman's horse for number 9. For those of you who don't know who Snowball is, in the movie The Hunchback of Notre Dame, Frollo, his horse that he rides at the beginning of the movie, well, throughout the movie, but mostly you remember him from the beginning, chasing down Quasimodo's mom. Yeah, that's Snowball. And that is his name. If you watch the commentary on that movie, the people who made the movie, they refer to him as Snowball. His name's Snowball. It's never said in the movie. But the reason I chose them, it's not really so much for their personalities, but they just look awesome. Those two horses have really awesome designs. They're all dark, and I think the Headless Horseman's horse has like red eyes or something. And they get to go fast too. They like really gallop. Oh, they really gallop. Right. But the reason I say it's okay that I put them on the same one is because actually the Headless Horseman's horse, the horse in Hunchback Snowball, was based on the design of the Headless Horseman's horse.
Interesting. They're brothers.
So they look a lot alike, and they both. And
it's like the wands in Harry Potter, like Voldemort's wand and Harry's wand.
Oh my word!
Brothers.
You had to bring Harry Potter into it.
Brothers.
All right, so that's my reason. They look cool.
What?
Shh! Stop promoting things that we're not affiliated with. All right, go on to your number 8.
Number 8, Jafar's horse in Aladdin. I don't know the name of this horse, but he looks cool and dangerous.
See, we put the cool looking horses here in the.
Yeah, because like number 8, cool horse, because Jafar is like faster while he's trying to like find the Cave of Wonders.
Do that again.
Faster. And he's riding the horse. Anyway.
All right.
So that was my number 8. He looks cool and evil.
Doesn't he have red eyes too?
Maybe. I haven't seen that.
We need to check that. You haven't seen Aladdin
in a while. I don't have it.
You said the same thing about 101 Dalmatians. Let's clarify. She's seen 101 Dalmatians exactly one time in the last decade. You've seen Aladdin
quite a few times.
Fair amount of times here in the last decade. All right. So my number 8, I have Achilles. Achilles is from Hunchback of Notre Dame, and he is Phoebus's horse. What does Phoebus mean?
It means sun god.
That's my favorite line of that movie. All right, so why did I pick Achilles? Because he's cool, I guess. I like Achilles because of he's not really in it that much, but that small section wherever they introduce Phoebus and Achilles is with him, and he has Achilles actually like sit on the bad guys. I like that scene. That's one of my scenes I like from that movie. I also think it's funny that they throw in the Achilles heel joke.
Mm-hmm.
So props to the horse because he fit in an Achilles heel joke.
Achilles heel.
Achilles heel. Oh, Phoebus. All right.
My number, what are we on?
7.
7 is Achilles from Hunchback of Notre Dame.
What? Really? Oh my word!
Because of the whole Achilles suit, and he likes it.
I like that too.
It's funny.
Do it. Sit.
Also because Phoebus is his master, and Phoebus is awesome.
Phoebus is awesome.
He's like pretty up there as one of the best like sarcastic
we need to
heroes.
Have, like a top 10 like funniest heroes. He would be.
He's pretty cool.
Yeah, he would be up there.
So anyway, so that's now my number 7.
Or just funniest characters.
Yeah.
Period. I'd so have Charlotte, Lottie.
Lottie.
Oh.
You know who I'd have? Flynn Rider.
Oh, I think Charlotte's funnier than him though.
Yeah. In ways.
I mean, he's
in
cooler. I
ways.
think he's cooler and funny, but I think she's funnier in everything that she says. She's hilarious. The girl,
Lobby.
Charlotte. Charlotte, who's Tiana's friend in
Princess and the Frog.
If you didn't know that, shame on you. I'm kidding. Don't write bad comments. All right,
Get off now.
All right, so my number 7. You're gonna be mad.
Oh.
Maximus.
What?
Yeah, number 7 is Maximus. I don't love him as much as everybody else does. Like when that movie came out, everybody went on and on about the chameleon. I almost call him a frog. The chameleon and the horse. And I remember watching that the first time, and I was like, eh. And then since I've watched it, I've come to like be like, okay, they're fine. I don't hate them or anything. I just don't really love them either. But the reason I put Maximus at number 7, and he came before the other ones I had on the list, is he actually has a lot of screen time compared to like all the other Disney horses on the list. Lots of screen time for him. So yeah, that, and of course, you know, he helps out. I also do really like whenever he fights with the frying pan and the sword.
This is the strangest thing I've ever done.
Flynn, but see, that's the thing. Flynn makes it funny. Maximus doesn't really make it funny. It's Flynn and what he says and how he reacts around the horse that makes me think Maximus is okay. You know what? If Flynn wasn't there to interact with the horse, I wouldn't really probably even have Maximus until later on my list. And then, and those of you say, oh, but you know, Flynn's not as good either without the horse to work off. No, Flynn carries a lot in the movie without the horse. So Flynn is fine without the horse, but I think the horse needs Flynn to be funny. So that's my reasoning.
Number 6.
Yes.
Is, for me, Samson from Sleeping Beauty. He's up there. He's not lower. I mean, because he doesn't have a lot of screen time at all. That's true. But Prince Philip is my favorite prince.
You're basing a lot of these on
their owners.
Who own the horse.
But it's cool because he does lead Prince Philip to Aurora. Also, at the end, Prince Philip is riding him, and he's like fighting through the thorns and getting to the dragon, the fire-breathing dragon. That's an awesome horse to go that way for his master.
Yeah, he probably got a couple splinters.
Yeah, whatever. But he's still kind of cool.
Thorns in his hooves.
Yeah, next.
All right. So we're at 6, right? I'm at 6?
Yeah.
Okay, Captain. She already mentioned Captain. He's from 101 Dalmatians. I like Captain because he's just a nice horse. Like, when they talk with him, he's just like, oh, we gotta save the puppies, and he's really gung-ho about helping, even though it's not his species. He's a horse. They're dogs. So, you know, he's really nice.
Because he's...
And Sergeant Tibbs is even nicer because that's a cat. And a cat and a horse and a dog work together to save a bunch of other dogs. What was Colonel the dog that lived in the barn with them? I think it is. Colonel lives in the barn with them. He's the big shaggy dog. But yeah, Captain, he just seems like a nice horse. Just trying to help out. He's got a nice design too. He's a gray color, isn't he?
Yeah.
Do
Grayish
you know?
white.
Yeah.
And what I can remember.
And then, of course, the part where you said where he kicks the bad guys. That's a good scene, too.
Horace and Jasper.
Horace and Jasper. Mr. House and Mr. Weasley. Dr. House, Mr. House.
Back to Harry Potter. Anyway.
Who knew that they wanted to kidnap puppies? 5.
Number 5 for me is Khan from Mulan. It's Mulan's horse. Even though there's a lot of horses in that movie, we're only narrowing it down to Khan.
To the one that has a name. None of the other horses have names.
He's awesome because he goes with Mulan out to fight the Huns. You know, he's out there in battle.
To go and fight the Huns.
You know, so...
Like Mulan does.
Yeah.
And Mulan owns him.
And, yeah. And it's cool.
All right. That's
All right,
it.
go ahead. Yeah,
Number 5 for me is Ichabod's horse. The Ichabod and why? Have you seen that lately? You saw it at Halloween. We watched it.
Yeah.
Ichabod's horse is hilarious. I even went back and rewatched it just to make sure I was remembering it correctly. That whole scene where the Headless Horseman is chasing Ichabod is freaking funny. And that horse, the way he runs, he's like, I'm out of here. And he like runs through water, and then he gets turned around, and he's running the wrong way, and he like runs into the Headless Horseman, and Ichabod's freaking out the whole time, and the horse is scarier than Ichabod. Oh, it's very funny. So yeah, that's why I chose Ichabod's horse for that spot, because he's just hilarious. He's probably the funniest horse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
What are we on? 4?
4?
Number 4, Pegasus from Hercules.
Yes, we're also doing horses with wings. I didn't know that when I first made my list, but then Chris was like, yes, because Pegasus has to be on the list.
Yes, Pegasus from Hercules. He's cool because he can fly. And he helps out Hercules in battle again.
And Hercules owns him.
And Hercules. And he has the brains of a bird.
I just said that earlier. You're stealing what I said.
Which makes him kind of
stupid,
funny, quirky,
just
whatever.
Pegasus is fine.
But he can be funny and goofy sometimes, but then he can have his serious moments. So he's
like
like
when?
like whenever they're in battle and he's like, let's go Pegasus, and they have to go
That's
save
a
Meg.
serious moment?
And and he's like, and ready.
That's
to go.
what he said.
Yes. All right, next.
All right, my number 4 is Khan, Mulan's horse. Chose him because he's cool. No, not just because he's cool. I really like the joke about him being a sheep or whatever, or a cow. Mushi's always calling the horse.
Sheep.
What are you, a sheep?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's always getting the horse's species mixed up.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty funny. Also, the horse is by Mulan's side, like the whole movie. I mean, horse was with her even before Mushu and the Cricky showed up. So that props to the horse for sticking with Mulan through that whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he's just a cool horse. And his design's not bad. I mean, it's not my favorite design, but it's better than a lot of the other ones.
Mm-hmm.